living out here at Pyramid Lake, I really feel comfortable. This is where my old family's from. There's probably about maybe 6 nice cottonwood trees. So I'm taking care of them. And then I've also thought about putting some flowers out by the steps coming into the house, just to add a little color. Some people come, and I always make fun about this, you know. You come on the reservation, and you'll see a house that has broken down cars, stuff piled up. If you go into South Reno, everybody's yard is groomed, and it's got a lawn, it's got plants, but it takes a lot of water to keep those lawns green, golf courses manicured, and we're in the desert. I'll tell you a story about my sister. I have a lot of things, and I'm always picking things up. And she said, what are you going to do with all this junk you have in your house? And I said, I got a reason for having it. And one day we went over to a garage sale in Fernley. So I was going through the different booths, and I found this really old coffee pot, and they wanted $1 for it. So I said, I'm going to buy it, you know. And I looked over, and my sister was looking at me, and she was laughing with my nephew, and because, I guess he's buying another piece of junk, you know. But I like collecting things, and sometimes I'll use them in artwork, you know. What I first remember about being involved with art was when I was dropped off at Orvis Ring School for kindergarten. And I thought my mom was leaving me there, and I got upset, and I started to cry. And what the teacher did was, to calm me down, she put me in front of a easel. One of the courses that I was enrolled in was a painting class. It was taught by Don Kerr. And one day he took me to lunch. And he said, in my class, we're going to have nude models. And I want you to ask your parents, your mom. And I went home and came back the next day. And he said, was it okay with your mom on having you paint nude models? And I said, yes, but I didn't tell my mom that I was going to be doing that. So I was painting nudes when I was in the 9th grade. As I grew up and went through the public school system, everything in the history books had to do with federal government or the United States. Anything that you found in the history books about American Indian people may only be a paragraph long. Some of my late work came about because of the occupation of Alcatraz Island. I did more native paintings, mainly from the northern plains. Following what the American Indian movement was doing gave me a better insight into being native and being Paiute, or being, now that I know a little more, being Numa Kuyuitikara from Pyramid Lake. I'm only one speck in this world. A cottonwood tree is more significant than I am. They live to be 400 years old. They have a purpose on this planet. You can't change the world, but you can plant a seed. And I can see doing that through art.